I've had my fair share of issues with YouTube's copyright system. From algorithms of some random companies whose entire website is just some plain text claiming the same wrong song over and over, despite me successfully appealing those claims multiple times, to Paramount deciding that showing indie for the purposes of commentary and critique is not okay, but showing tiny indie in the bottom corner of the screen and reacting to it is perfectly okay. When I started the side channel, I once YOLO'd a ton of appeals all at the same time because I figured worst case scenario, if I get deleted, oh well, whoop-de-doo, I'll just have more free time to go outside. But now that I've seen what YouTube has done to my favorite creator, I now know that I could have actually had my main channel deleted forever. You see, for all the gripes that many of us content creators have with YouTube's copyright system and the issues we've had in the past, few of those problems actually compared to what Best Guy Ever is currently going through. Best Guy Ever is an anti-tuber who has been in good standing with the platform for 9 years and has made many types of content and side projects in that time. One of those side projects is a podcast called Talking Pirates, where he comments, speculates, and reviews each new chapter of One Piece because he is a die-hard One Piece fan who never gets tired of talking about it. You can tell he's passionate about One Piece if you've ever, like me, watched his 5-hour One Piece lecture where he will get anyone up to speed on the plot of One Piece. It's very clear. If you're familiar with the story of the YouTuber Totally Not Mark and you just heard the phrase One Piece YouTube channel, then you probably already know where this is going. Shueisha, the publisher of One Piece, saw Nate Bestman's channel and said, "This is not okay. You are abusing our copyright," despite the content looking like this.
So Luffy basically smogged low diff Lucci previously, right? Zoro is here struggling against him, sweating, bleeding. It's not looking good. So what can we just basically infer in the broad strokes? Again, I remind you, the man is Italian.
No, I did not add that blur or anything else. He does not show any images from the manga. He is literally just talking about One Piece. Classic Japanese companies and their draconic hoarding of IPs and copyright. What they did was issue BGE 12 copyright strikes, 7 of which were successfully appealed through YouTube's normal copyright appeal process. But for 5 of those strikes, YouTube's bots simply said, "Nope. We think that you probably don't have a good reason to appeal these strikes, so we aren't going to let you," resulting in the takedown of the Talking Pirates channel. YouTube, in all its AI wisdom, decided that Nate should not be allowed the legal opportunity to send a counter notification to try to remove the strikes, despite him successfully appealing the other 7 strikes with zero explanation as to why. Now, if it had stopped there, then it would kind of just be a boo-hoo, too bad, so sad type situation. I guess the publisher of art that I love and dedicate my life to just resents fans like me. Guess I'll just do the podcast live on Twitch from now on. But what happened next is YouTube sent him an email and said, because you have 3 strikes on this channel that we are not even allowing you to take full legal responsibility for to try and appeal, we are hitting the nuclear codes on all of your channels, including the Best Guy Ever main channel that had a separate Google account associated with it and 111,000 subscribers. As of February 26th, Nate Bestman, the person, is banned from the platform.
Did I do that?
I do not exaggerate when I say that Best Guy Ever is my favorite YouTuber. I have said this many times in the past when prompted on stream. Long ago, I was in a deep rabbit hole where I was following literally every anti-tuber in existence, and BGE really stood out to the crowd for a few reasons. He is a charismatic speaker, a self-proclaimed optimist, and a theatrical, animated human being who is not shy to talk about the media that he loves. And he has a knack for timing and editing, not to mention his great sense of humor.
I'm sorry. You're a really nice guy.
Damn it. Friend zoned again. Even in my video.
The way he discusses media and his creativity was frankly inspiring, especially his workout content where he would talk about anime and manga about fit lifestyles and would do videos about getting in shape and showing his gym routine.
I fucking love it! Look at this shit. It draws you in with these cute anime girls lifting shit in the gym. Meanwhile, it's indoctrinating you with information about how to get to the gym, how to lift some weights, and how to be healthy. Controversial opinion time. Being fit lets you live a healthier, better life.
He was highly motivational and would often show his own influences. I remember when this man grinded for years before finally risking going full time. His massively popular Smash character reveal hype videos are what inspired my COVID-induced fever dream outro for my Anderson video. I have been a Patreon to this man for 5 years. I even spent over $100 in international shipping because I'm a dumbass who didn't realize that they charge based on box size just to ship this man a big titty Nico Robin mousepad, and I may never get to show you that clip of him pulling it out of the packing peanuts so long as the status quo remains and his channel is locked in purgatory.
And let's see what the heck's going on in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So why am I making this video? Well, if you know how any problems get brought to the attention of YouTube, then you already know why. Nate has been sending emails, tweets, and physical letters to YouTube for weeks now, but has just completely fallen on deaf ears. Yes, Nate has a community rep within YouTube, but they only have the power to say, damn, shit sucks, man, and just cross their fingers and root for him. As you may know, with the YouTuber Totally Not Mark, he had hundreds of videos copyright striked by Toei, the publisher of the One Piece anime, but ultimately had his channel reinstated because large enough YouTubers like Critical caused a big enough stink for them to actually give a shit. Everyone knows that unfortunately the only way to cause YouTube to pay attention is to cause a big enough disturbance on Twitter. A fact that has unfortunately been proven true time and time again over the years. So normally I'd be sharing this post on Twitter by BGE and hashtagging free BGE all over the place, except, well, I don't actually have a Twitter. This is very intentional. As many of you know, I get baited so easily into dog shit arguments by comments that I actually think Twitter would ruin my life. I can't send a tweet, and I'm not about to create some sort of fresh spam account. But I do know how to make a video. So I'm asking you, please, if you have a Twitter and you think this is an injustice or that it is wrong and appalling that YouTube can treat its creators this way, I am begging you to share Bestie's tweet that I will be linking in the description with the hashtag FreeBGE and @TeamYouTube. No one likes doing this. Everyone hates that this is the only way to get YouTube to fix their problems. I would rather be editing my next 1 hour long video, but this is the only way that I've ever seen this work in the past. And like BGE said, he can't just let it go. He has to try. This is just a little bit of projection on my part, but it actually makes me a little sick thinking how YouTube can addict all these creators with green arrows and analytics into being their content mills to run ads on, and then just completely financially devastate them without an explanation as to why, and deny them any human decency or benefit of the doubt. Being a full-time content creator is already stressful enough, having to constantly appease a nebulous algorithm and having metas and policy changes constantly affecting your popularity in an oversaturated market, and trying to stand out from the crowd by pushing your creativity and release schedule to the unhealthy maximum. And on top of that, YouTube's copyright policies are constantly changing, so your backlog is forever being scanned by new bots that can issue you 1,000 strikes before you can even say fuck, let alone have a chance to review them. Imagine putting up with all that, and then your employer just fires you off of one single complaint and doesn't offer any explanation or justification beyond a spam email. It's like if Anthony Fantano had everything he owned deleted and was permabanned from YouTube because he got an overnight strike on a 10-year-old video where he talked about his song without ever playing any audio from it. It's this kind of thing that makes me think that being a content creator is the last thing that I would ever want to do to rely on an income. And it's this kind of thing that makes content creators so existentially nervous. BGE is yet another victim of YouTube's automization, stuck in a cyclical hell of bots tripping over their own flags, reviews, and responses. He does not deserve this. I am once again asking for your support. Please help me save BGE. Help me save my favorite YouTuber. This is a rescue mission, lads. I want to help Nate try. Otherwise, many of my favorite videos on this website will be lost forever. Thank you for sharing. I commend all of you brothers and sisters on the front lines of Twitter. Please don't be crass, that will only make things worse. Personally, I will be sending YouTube a physical letter in the mail. If you need more info, I recommend watching Nate's tweet that he did from his Anime Boston panel recently, or watching the podcast that he did with his friend. I'll leave a link to both of them. Please, YouTube, right this wrong and let me know that there is some justice on this website. It's not too late. This can be reversed. I do not want to make content for a platform knowing that one day a bot will just scan my videos, fraudulently strike my work, and then delete my channel without recourse. Even worse, I do not want to watch my favorite creators fall off one by one like flies because only the top 0.1% of YouTubers garnering millions of subscribers are allowed the privilege of speaking to a human being that can actually do something about it.